Over 280 pupils and teachers of government secondary school and earlier primary school at Kuriga, Kaduna State were abducted by bandits triggering national outrage. Despite government's insistence on not paying ransom for their release, correspondent John Felix examines the plight of the abducted school children and what government must do in the immediate.
The trauma of school abduction is not a memory anyone longs for. Unfortunately, bandits reportedly invaded the Kuriga area of Chikun local government area of Kaduna State, shooting at their victims before taking away at least 280 of the pupils and teachers from both schools. While insecurity within the area has continued to persist, stakeholders from all fields have continued to condemn the attack. The National Coordinator, Child Protection Network, expressed dismay with the federal government's nonchalant attitude to nip the menace in the bud. He said there was no end in sight to the spate of kidnapping across schools in the country despite budgetary provisions.
And as this continues as well, when these children are being abducted and taken away with government not taking necessary action, it means that in the near future, we are going to have another set, a bigger number than we presently have, another set of kidnappers, abductors, Boko Haram, and then all sorts of insurgents, because it is certain that when these children are taken away, they are usually being groomed by the kidnappers to become someone like them, or to even become negatively better than them. So it means that by the time if we continue closing our eyes from this, it means that by the time we are looking at the next 5 years, we'll have another set of children who will be more dangerous and may even kidnap more than the number that are presently being kidnapped. So we are really concerned that despite this huge fund that is dedicated to the Safe School initiative, that is put into the army, into the police, that yet it's like we are not secured. Our children are not secured. Our children continue to live in fear, and it means that as these children, some of them will get to escape from the kidnappers. And when these children escape from many of them are not usually able to trace their communities, and they end up on the streets. And with what they will have seen in the course of being with the kidnappers, they become a terror on the streets, and they become a terror to the society.
Speaker after speaker noted that the kidnapping of school children will lead to an increasing rate of out-of-school children. They, however, called on the federal government to work assiduously at ensuring that the children are released unarmed as soon as possible.
Well, the Safe School project is something that, if well planned, will be viable. One thing is that in coming up with Safe School plans, you have to consider the areas the schools are. You don't have a one-size-fits-all. And we need to ensure that every teacher, every school administrator is involved in the Safe School project. They are the ones that are on ground. If you do not know, if they are not involved, it's impossible for you to have Safe School, because even the security officials are external people there. It is the school security, the school administrators and the teachers that are first to ensure the safety of the children. So they should be carried along, and they should be part of the security infrastructure for the children. And at that point in time, we would be able to speak of success of the Safe School program.
We are calling, lending our voice to him and calling that the whole school security architecture must be revamped. There must be activated a new policy to protect schools. Community policing, state policing, and several other mechanisms must be immediately activated. Vigilantes, the forest guards, the Amoteco Corps, the community policing and all of that must be called in order to rescue these children.
Only a safe return of the abducted school children will further help give validation to the federal government's fight against insecurity. From Abeokuta, the Ogun State capital, John Felix reporting for Galaxy Television News.